What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Winchester Speakeasy. We're going to go ahead and continue the cocktail series that I started the other week. Moving on to Disney cocktail number 2. Favorite place for me to find good cocktails, in my opinion. Today we're going to do one of my personal favorites from the Edison called the Leather and Tweed. It's a great cocktail. It's got a little rye whiskey, a little smoky scotch in it. It's a pretty little slow sipper. Goes great with a cigar, I found. So we'll go ahead and get started. All right, first thing you want to do, take yourself a rocks glass. Go ahead, get yourself a nice sphere, drop it in there. First thing we're going to do is 2 ounces of rye whiskey. The recipe calls for Knob Creek. I have it on hand, so we're going to use that. You can use whatever rye whiskey you would like, and everybody has their preference. I have had it with Rittenhouse rye, and it is excellent. So go ahead and do 2 ounces of that in the glass. Make a mess in the process. All right, and then we're going to move on to a ½ ounce of Fernet Branca. You can find this at any local liquor store. So right there, about a ½ ounce of that, right in the glass. All right. After that, you're going to move on to, calls for a ½ ounce of a smoky scotch. They said a Koala scotch. I personally like Glenlivet in this. Not a big smoky scotch guy, but this does the trick. About a ½ ounce of that in there. And then it calls for a ½ ounce of a simple syrup. Any simple syrup will do if you like the turbinados or a demerara. Any simple syrup will do. Drink's already pretty heavy on flavor, so I don't go with anything too fancy. About a ½ ounce in there. Now, depending on how diluted you like your cocktail, some people, the recipe does call for about 2 ounces of water. For me, I don't really need it. What I do like to do is take a saline solution, 80-20 saline solution that I make up myself, and I'll take a dropper of that and go ahead and just drop in there. Gives you a little bit of that. Makes all the flavors really stand out. All right, so after that, all you gotta do, grab a stirring spoon, give it a little stir, kind of incorporate those flavors. You can shake this, but I feel like it doesn't really add any benefit to it. So just give it a good shake or a good stir, whichever floats your boat. And that's all there is to it. Nice and simple, quick and easy. It is the Leather and Tweed from the Edison and Walt Disney World. Cheers, guys.